Hey, welcome back to Music with Todd Ledbetter. Super glad you're here as always, of course. And Queen. Hey, we did some Queen week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it was a trio of songs, and it was really cool. I am a Queen fan, like I explained, but it's like my favorite is like Night at the Opera, Day at the Races, News of the World, Jazz, The Game, kind of right in that area. And I've heard some of the later stuff, and I kind of wasn't a fan, but I'm gonna start checking it out because I kind of like I explained, like that Radio Gaga was just like so not into it, and it was such a huge hit in Europe. But then when I see him play it live, I'm like, wow, there's something to it, especially live. So, and then some of the early stuff, I've heard a few of the early songs, the most popular ones, but for example, this particular song, White Queen, which is off the Queen 2 album, which is 1974, which it's got 11 songs on it, 40 minutes, 43 seconds. This is what they have on Spotify is a remastered version of that album. I'm looking at the songs, and I seriously don't think I know any of these songs. I really don't recognize any of it. So if there's one song that maybe I've heard, I don't know. I don't believe I've heard White Queen. As It Begins is in parentheses, As It Begins. So super excited for that. But we're not going to listen to this. That's just not what we're going to listen to. Because I got a live version, which was the actual request, or the recommendation was Queen, White Queen, A Night at the Odeon, Hammersmith, 1975. So that's what we're going to watch. It says here on the upload, it's the official Queen upload. It says December 24th, 1975, London's Hammersmith Odeon. On stage, the legendary venue, the four members of Queen are bringing to a close a groundbreaking show transmitted live on BBC TV, and also bringing to a climax the most eventful and exciting year in their career so far. One that has taken them from the UK to America to Japan, sealing their transition from ambitious upstarts into one of the biggest and most important bands of the era and beyond. Yeah, for sure. For way beyond 1974. So super excited. That's cool. And there it goes on. If you want to read it, go to the original video. Just copy my title and it'll take you right there. And there's a lot more about it. I didn't read it, but I just thought that was cool, as I was going to see what kind of information there was about the concert. And that's what I saw that. Oh, that's so cool. All right. So let's get into the song. Can't wait. Hope it's remastered too. This is 1974, so I'm not sure how the quality is going to be. Wow. Sounds and looks really good.
So sad.
That guitar, phaser.
So sad, her eyes, as it began. On such a breathless night as this, on my brow the lightest kiss, I walked alone.
Great chords.
And all around the eddies say, my lady soon will stir this way, and sorrow known. The White Queen walks, and the night Why? What did thee fair? What have thee seen? The mother of the willow queen. I called her name. Beneath the window have I stayed. I love the footsteps that she made. And when she came, white queen, how my heart did ache and dry my lips. No words can make. Still I wait.
Wow. Oh. Wow. That was freaking awesome. That was really good. That sounded amazing. And the video quality was like crystal clear. Man, that was really good. I loved that. So many things I loved about it. One thing was the guitar tone itself, which of course, Brian May, he's got the most amazing tones. And that cool sort of phaser, sounded a little more phaser-ish than flanger effect. So 70s, really. Super 70s. It was just sounded though so good. And then the band as a whole sounded great. They didn't really feature much of the other band members in this video, but they sounded great. I mean, that's a live concert. And then Freddie jumping on the piano to kind of fill it out, and the way he started playing that do 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 do, and then the guitar comes in behind it and sort of harmonized with it, you know. Oh, that was so cool. Freddie's voice was just pristine. Ooh, I almost spit my tongue when I said pristine. Somehow I was thinking food, I guess. I was hungry. Anyways, his voice is just so clear, and that's a live voice. I mean, this could have been remastered in the studio because it sounds so good, and they could have maybe put effects on it or whatever, but I know everybody knows Freddie's an amazing singer. You know, he doesn't need augmentation. It's fun when he uses it because it sounds good. They're so tasteful. I mean, I say that, and yet there's songs like I mentioned earlier that I don't really care for, or I didn't like or whatever, and I kind of lost interest in Queen later on in their career, and I have a feeling that I might be shocked to find out how much I really do like some of their latest efforts past the point of like jazz and the game and that era, kind of in the 80s. Anyways, that was really good. That was a great recommendation. Really super good. I mean, some people, I get all kinds of comments sometimes. Some people might not believe that I've never heard that song, being a Queen fan, but I'm not familiar with that Queen 2 record at all. For some reason, I don't know. It's just, I just missed it. Never really listened to it. I heard some earlier Queen stuff when I was into them, and I didn't gravitate towards it. It wasn't what I was, but like I said before, if I would have listened to the whole album, I would have felt the whole, the Queen vibe and how it sort of, grew. Okay, let's see. I want to look at, so Queen 2 was 74. So it was their second album, obviously. They do have an At the BBC from 1973. Then they got their Queen album 73, and then 74 is Queen 4. Like, I think I went from Night at the Opera and I went back to Sheer Heart Attack, and, there was some things I liked on it. I think I heard, what did I hear? I think I've heard Killer Queen, possibly Brighton Rocks. I think I've heard that. And then I did Tenement Funster, Flick of the Wrist, and Lily of the Valley here on the channel, which was my first Queen dive on this channel. And I've heard, I think I've heard Stone Cold Crazy too. Stone Cold Crazy, something like that. So I have heard some from that album, which is Sheer Heart Attack, but that's also 1974, actually, now that I look at it. Queen 2 and Sheer Heart Attack are both 1974. So I was a fan. 75. Well, when I heard News of the World, I bought that, loved it, and I went backwards. And then I got Day at the Races and Night at the Opera, and I loved them. And then I got Jazz in 78. I didn't get Life Killers in 79, but I did get The Game in 1980. And that was it. That was it for me. When Flash Gordon came out, I didn't like it. Didn't like that song from the, movie. And then Queen had some, Hot Space, had some, I don't know, whatever I heard off this album, I thought was a little weird. Oh, Under Pressure. That's a classic. That was a good one. But it didn't get me back into Queen though, to buy their album. And then The Works, where that's the one with Radio Gaga on it. Yeah, I don't know. I lost interest at that point. And, but as we go back further, I'm liking what I hear. The older Queen, the earlier Queen, which is, I know a lot of you guys are fans of the early Queen like I was, but you guys are fans of even earlier than me, which I'm seeing why. I definitely see why. That was beautiful. That was alive. That was live. So good. I wish I would have been able to see them live. I'm not a very good concert goer, frankly. I got my Wheel. I did go see Wheel at the end of last year. That was good. And a few other bands. Leprous one was really good. But I got to make an effort to get out and see more bands. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Go down to the description and check out ways you can help out the channel. Make sure you leave a recommendation in the comments or on Ko-Fi or Patreon. And that way we can keep the wheel going. Oh, yeah, I was just saying that some people think that there's no way I haven't heard that album. But it's true. There's a lot of songs and a lot of music I haven't heard. Matter of fact, this channel has got 1,200 plus songs that I hadn't heard before I posted these, or before I heard them on and posted them. So yeah, it's amazing to think that there's so much you haven't heard. When you think and you've heard a lot of stuff, there's just so much more that you haven't heard. Now I'm talking about me, and I'm not saying you. So much more I haven't heard. It's just crazy a mind-bending sort of concept. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.